These days actually Apple had gone crazy. In the iPad series of 2021, you are getting to see M1 chip, which is actually really awesome for any of the iPad series. And the recent leaks about Apple are suggesting that Apple is gonna use 120Hz OLED display, which will be produced by the Samsung in the iPhone 13 series. And it is quite tough to resist that Apple is actually really gonna use 120Hz display for its any of the smartphones. But yes, we can be sure because according to the Korean, I guess it was Korean leakster. So yes, we can believe that Apple is actually gonna use 120Hz display for its iPhone 13 series. Well, if Apple really gonna use 120Hz refresh rate for its display in the iPhone 13 series, then yes, we can tell that it can be actually a gaming centric smartphone. But it may not, or simply we can say yeah, it may be actually quite ridiculous for Apple, because Apple actually believes on producing a consistent product rather than just producing a very powerful product. Because obviously producing powerful product is not that difficult than making its performance more consistent. And well, if you don't believe, then you can see that Antutu benchmark score of the Apple product is low compared to Android product. Well, the second thing about this, iPhone 13 display is that it can be actually a LTPO AMOLED display. Well, about its production, Samsung is actually gonna produce its display, that LTOP display for the Apple iPhone 13 series. And if you are not knowing about the other, which product is using LTPO display of Apple, then Apple Watch series, the smartwatch of Apple is actually using the LTPO display. And obviously, if you are not knowing about the LTPO, actually it is the AMOLED display, and it is actually the type of AMOLED display which reduces the battery which actually reduces the usage of the battery, or yeah, it actually consumes less power than the other type of AMOLED display. Well, if you are not knowing, or you may be knowing that Samsung just stopped its production last year. Well, according to some of the leaks, that this display will be only equipped on iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max. And about the iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 mini, we can't just be sure right now. And now let's come on the second part of this iPhone 13 series. This iPhone 13 series is gonna be using RFPCB. Well, if you are not knowing about the PCB, then actually it is a printed circuit board, or simply we can say motherboard actually. And about the RFPCB, then it actually stands for rigid flexible PCB. And the interesting thing about this PCB is that this PCB can be folded. So yeah, I don't think that this PCB can be used in the foldable smartphones, because for the foldable smartphones it actually needs more flexibility. Well, if you are not knowing that this RFPCB will be actually produced by the Samsung, and if you are not knowing that, or if I didn't tell, then that display is actually also gonna be produced by Samsung. Well, since this RFPCB is actually quite interesting, or it carries quite interesting features, for example, it can be folded, the price is obviously gonna be high of the iPhone 13 series. Well, don't think that the avoiding the charger, or yeah, the removal of charger can just reduce the cost of the iPhone 13 series, because that didn't happen in the iPhone 12. And obviously the iPhone series, the price of the iPhone series is gonna be high comparing to the iPhone 12 series. Well, about the leaks of Apple, we can't be sure on the leaks of Apple, because in the case of the Apple, it is actually quite confusing. Apple just surprises everybody. For example, in the case of the iPad Pro series, I just told that iPad is actually gonna be using a 14 Bionic chip, but that didn't really happen. Apple just used M1 chip, which is actually a PC centric chip, but it is actually using on the iPad Pro series. So yes, obviously we can't be sure on the leaks of the Apple, but yes, we can hope something with the Apple iPhone 13 series. And yes guys, that's it for today. I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, then please make sure to hit the like button, and also do subscribe to this channel. Share this with your friends and families. And if you have any kind of comments, or any sort of confusion, or any kind of feedback that you want to give to me, then please let me know in the comment section. And yes guys, that's it for today. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.